Hi everyone, so this is a channeled message for you from your team of light, from the angels, for your highest good in this very safe and divine space over here. So come on in. Right away, I just wanted to mention a couple of channeled messages that are coming through. Firstly, butterflies are very, very significant because Spirit literally forced me to go and put on this shirt, which does have a butterfly, there we go, somewhere here. And I don't normally do that. I don't normally like change right before a reading. I kind of just wear what I'm wearing and move on with it. But I specifically felt called to confirmation hiccup, thank you, to go and get this shirt and to change into it. I'm also hearing the date April 6th and April 23rd and 24th could be very significant for somebody. And also butterflies, well, they can mean a couple different things. First of all, butterflies are often used as kind of signs from loved ones who have crossed over. So there could be a real deep connection here with loved ones who have passed, who are guiding you and potentially guiding me through this reading to be delivered to you right now. I am hearing breast cancer could have been significant for this loved one, or for, you know, somebody watching this video that could just be very significant for you. I'm also right away in my mind's eye seeing Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Jophiel, and we are going to pull some Archangel cards, and Orion actually, so I won't get too into those three. If they come up later, I'll describe them in more detail, or if they just come up during the reading in some way, shape, or form, I will kind of get more into them. But just as kind of an overview, Archangel Uriel, he is the light of God. He governs male organs as a starting point, so prostate could also be significant for, especially for that loved one in heaven, if that does resonate for you. And he also governs our finances and our sense of abundance. And so financial independence and finances in general could be a very significant part of this reading. I also do see some information about finances coming up in the tarot cards that I've pulled. So I will get into that in a moment as well. And then Archangel Jophiel, she is the Archangel of Beauty. Her name means beauty of God. But she also governs our mind and our kind of internal organization. And so if you've been having a lot of thoughts that are kind of conflicting, going back and forth between ego and spirit, which all of us do all day long, Archangel Jophiel can be very, very helpful in helping us loudly and clearly hear the voice of our intuition. And going back to this butterfly, and I'll get back to Orion in a second, but going back to the butterfly, I really, really feel this energy as well, as this energy of metamorphosis, as like you're in a portal, you're stepping into this new phase of your life right now. I feel that so strongly, that you're transitioning into something really major, really big, just like a butterfly in its cocoon. And so Jophiel, especially during this time of transition, can help us kind of silence the voice of our ego and really confidently and securely step into what our spirit is guiding us to do. So that could be really important for somebody. And then Orion has been coming up in so many, like even in my personal readings, my TikTok collective readings, and in my YouTube readings as well. So I'm so excited because Orion is just one of the most magnificent, magnanimous archangels. And he's not very well known, but he is in at least two of Kyle Gray's decks that I have, maybe even more. And I love that because he has this connection to the cosmos, to the stars, to this manifestation vortex and portal. And that's really, it's almost like the world opens up when Orion steps into this picture. And now Orion works with a lot of younger generation or kind of newer generation humans on this earth to help them step into their purpose. It actually doesn't even have to be younger generation. It could be anyone just stepping into their purpose. But he really helps us ground into and step into our purpose here on earth. I'm also right now seeing an image of a satellite, so there just could be something with you kind of just opening up this portal, possibly with the help of Orion, or just in general in this reading, where your intuition is opening up, where you are feeling called in a certain direction, especially in terms of your purpose or your career. One thing that's coming through right now, before I show you guys the tarot cards, I just want to say a couple more things that have been coming through. There's a big energy of healing here. Again, I'm seeing that image and that kind of the breast cancer sign. So there could be something really big with that with somebody. There could also just be a message here that somebody needs to just take better care of their health, or like angels are really supporting you with that, and they're saying do not be afraid, but do your due diligence, basically. And this does kind of go with the tarot reading that is coming out here. Like I said, I'll show you the cards in a moment, but that's very much related. But one thing that's coming out here, you know, before I started this reading, I kept hearing this number 543, 543, and I take it as a couple things. First of all, I'm taking it as sort of this countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing this sort of internal vision of this rocket launching, and again with Archangel Orion, that's so fitting because he's the archangel of the cosmos, of outer space and the night sky and the stars and this grand world that's all around us, this expansive universe. And with that rocket launching, it's almost like you are being launched into this new life. And I'm hearing that it's a new life that you've been calling in, that you've been working on, that you've been consciously manifesting for yourself, that you've been wanting and preparing your vessel, literally like your own rocket ship, to experience. You are being launched into that now, like now, whenever you're seeing this reading, it doesn't matter, it's timeless. Whenever the energy of this reading drew you in and you have decided to sit here and watch this, that is the exact moment when all of this information applies to you. Doesn't matter if it's the day I posted it or 10 years later, okay? The other thing I did with that number, oh, by the way, another thing with 543 is that it could also be a significant date. Like it could be May 4th or May 3rd. It wasn't May 43rd, I know that. But there could be something with that. It could be an area code. It could be your house number. So just pay attention if the number 543 means anything to you. It could also be maybe April 3rd, like the last 2 digits, but that is a significant number. I also went, because that number just kept following me on and on and on today, as I knew that I'd be sitting down to do this reading. So I knew it was specifically about this reading, and it was part of this collective energy. And the number 543 could also be a number that has to do with healing for someone. I don't know how. Maybe there's like a healing center you've been looking up and it's the number, like the phone number there. But pay attention to that number, and I'm sure you will connect the dots and let me know if that does resonate. But another thing I did was I looked up this number in my Angel Numbers book. This is a book by Kyle Gray, and by the way, it's 234 on my clock as I'm looking at the time right now. So perfect synchronicity. But this is the message of the number. You know, I'm filming with my phone, so I'm sorry, I don't have the exact message in front of me, but the message was something along the lines of your angels are saying, like, they want you to know that they see your commitment and that they're very proud. They recognize your commitment to change, and that they are guiding you right now toward growth and expansion. And I am now going to show you some of these tarot cards because that message just fits perfectly in alignment, like with the butterfly, the metamorphosis, the cocoon, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then this message coming out here where you are, you know, your angels are recognizing your commitment to growth and expansion. It just fits so beautifully with these tarot cards. So in your past position, I have this 2 of Wands reversed coming out, along with this 8 of Wands reversed. And what I'm seeing here is that, you know, with the 2 of Wands, he has one foot in one world and one foot in another, and he's, just like we spoke about, on the verge of this metamorphosis, this transition, but it's almost like he's stuck in one world and he can't make the leap. And especially when it comes out in reverse, along with that 8 of Wands in reverse, universe. I'm almost feeling like there's something that you were needing to communicate, or something that you wanted to get out using your voice. I am hearing singing could be very significant too, but something with your song, your own inner song. You know, we all have a song that lives within us, and music that lives within us that represents our true souls. And so there is something there with you hesitating and resisting leaping forward and getting that song out into the world. It's like I'm almost hearing the word exposed. It's like you didn't want to expose yourself. And in the present position, what I'm seeing right now is this Six of Wands card coming out sideways. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching my readings, that I always, when a card comes out sideways, I take that as a very, very different thing than when it comes out reversed or upright. And when it comes out sideways, it literally means you're on the verge. It could go one way, it could go another way. This is the card, in my opinion, in my readings, the way that I read, the sideways cards are the ones that you have the most amount of influence over, because they're almost like a ticking time bomb here. It's like they could flip one way or another. And with this card coming out sideways, you know, normally upright, this is a card of victory, of self-confidence, of, you know, he's wearing this wreath on his head. He's riding this white horse. White horses in the tarot represent divine assistance. And so he's kind of watching this parade as he goes by, and everybody's cheering for him. This guy is victorious and confident, and he's just, you know, succeeded in a great way. And he's being cheered on, and of course, in its reverse position, it represents quite the opposite. It's this lack of self-confidence, this, you know, not winning, for example. And so what I'm seeing with this sideways card is really what I'm hearing is that you are on the verge of victory. And right now, I'm even hearing the song Edge of Glory from, what is that movie called with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper? Something Star? Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, somebody knows the movie. Anyway, if it's important, it will come to me. The title's not important, but the whole point is that the song Edge of Glory, I don't remember exactly what she was singing about, but just knowing that expression, the Edge of Glory, it's almost like you're on the edge here with this sideways card. Again, you're on the verge of victory. And for some of you guys, I'm even hearing it's almost like you're waiting for the shoe to drop, ball to drop, whatever that expression is. It's like you're questioning if this is too good to be true. Right now, you're really being asked to take the leap. Like, as you heard in that message of 543, it's like the angels are recognizing your commitment. They see that you're committed. They have seen all your hard work. Now you're being transported to the next level. I almost see you going through this portal right now. It's really quite amazing. And I'm almost hearing like you can't stop it at this point. Let me move on to the present, to the other cards in the present position. So I actually had the Emperor and the Three of Cups come out right away. And I'm really reading this along with the 543 message as like your commitment, your intentions, your dedication, your, you know, basically you getting your stuff together, your life together, is being celebrated and recognized by the angels. I also had the Page of Pentacles coming out at the bottom. Like, you've really been being so diligent and committed to the inner work, the inner growth. And with Archangel Orion coming out, at least in my own mind's eye, I'm seeing like your commitment to your life purpose is not in vain. It's not going unrecognized. You are being celebrated by this in heaven. And sometimes here on our earthly world, even though we've manifested it internally, and even though the angels are like, got it, yes, done, working on it, new life is already here for them, we can't yet see it in the physical. So there is an element of being patient, and there is an element here and I don't know exactly how it's connected, but I do keep hearing this message of taking care of your vessel, of your rocket ship, of your body, while you're doing so. Now, in your upcoming or immediate future, or basically this card is more so just advice about what you need to do right now. I had a couple cards fly out very eagerly. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed, which is wonderful. But we also have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. And so this leads me to think that there's something about a family inheritance, a family business that was coming up last reading as well, that you might be left out of. That could be the loved one in heaven message that we were getting earlier. But what I'm really hearing now is what you can do right now to really assist yourself is to stay the course, because we do have the Knight of Cups coming out. Along with Jophiel, we have this message of, and as well as the Devil in reversed and the Lovers in reversed, I'm just keep hearing like, don't give in to temptations. You know who you are, stay the course. And I'm almost hearing that, I mean, with the Knight of Cups coming out as the last card, it's almost like the end of the reading. There's this cup that's being, although the Knight is the one who's holding the cup, I almost see it as like spirit from the other end of that reading, I hope this is making sense, is pouring into that cup. And when I see this spread, again, I always say this to you guys, but a beautiful thing to do is to, if you have tarot cards, or if you can go find them on the internet, or if you know what, you're familiar with them and you can kind of piece them together in your mind's eye, even from, when I show you the cards, imagine them in the order that I'm describing them, from the past to the present to the future, and advice cards coming out as a spread all together. And what you'll see is that the story kind of ends like with this Knight of Cup cards, and I'm almost getting this teaser energy. Again, it's like that portal that I was speaking about, that I feel you're on the verge of this victory, and it almost has this kind of interesting sultry mystery to it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like when you're watching a movie and this girl is having a hard time, this protagonist character, and she walks in, she decides to like go to a I don't know, I always say go to a cafe. That's like the only example I could think of, but like, fine, go to the mall or the movie theater, and she casually bumps into this guy. You could tell I watch really cheesy movies, but she casually walks into like this cute guy, and you just know you have these like tingles, and you literally have these butterflies inside, because you just know that feeling of like, I know where this is going. This is, and that's how your story is starting to feel to me. It might have felt to you guys that things were so unpredictable. Things were so like, one moment it's almost like a roller coaster kind of energy. And throughout it all, I'm hearing that you have stood almost the test of time. You've stood your ground. You've held firm. You've had the faith. You've believed in joy, even though, sometimes the hope, like it just didn't feel like it was there. It was so hard to hang on to. You've been rising above and rising higher and higher. And right now you are in a completely different vibration than you were even a month ago. But I want you to think back to a year ago. Think about where you were and where your average vibrational set point or frequency was, and think about where you are right now. I'm actually hearing this is mind-blowing. Like, you have leveled up, and really, truly, the angels are celebrating you in heaven right now. Your loved ones are celebrating you. You are breaking generational curses. You are setting new heights for you and for future legacies to come. And angels just want to say they're so proud of you right now. This has not been easy, but this has been your responsibility and your work for a reason. You were destined to do this and to break through these barriers. And when you do, and you're about to be transported to a new level, and I'm not saying that all your problems are going to be over. I can't sit here and promise that, because, think about a video game, new levels, new challenges, right? New levels, new devils. But you have so much strength right now. You've gone from level 1, 2, 3, 4, wherever you are right now. I don't know why I just heard the number 16. Something major could have happened when you were 16 that started this journey, or in 2016. I don't know. Or January 6th could be significant. But I just heard 16 or level 16, whatever that might mean to somebody. But it's like, stay the course, your knight in shining armor. And this doesn't just mean in love, it means in your life is coming. And like the way that this little fairy tale of yours is taking a turn right now, it's almost like, that scene in a movie as I was describing. And now I want to say one more thing that's coming through. As you enter this new portal, and the very fact that you are very connected to angels, and I'm seeing that as I'm taking this Three of Cups to really be just support and celebration from your team of light, from heaven. But what I'm seeing here is that you will naturally have many questions along the way as you're entering this new mystery, this new portal, this new level, as you've reached these new heights in your life. And I want to just explain, I'm really feeling guided right now. My guides are asking me to make it very clear that there is a difference here between synchronicity and superstition, okay? And the reason I'm bringing up synchronicity, as I started to say, is because as you're reaching these new heights, there are many, many questions, but the one way that I know is like foolproof, fail safe, whatever the expression is to pay attention to synchronicities. But I want to explain that it's very different than being superstitious about this. So for example, let's say you have just ended a cycle with your job, right? Maybe you left a company that you were at for years, or maybe you just made an internal decision that you're going to start a side hustle, that you're going to, make YouTube videos, right? And put yourself out there and put your voice out there, or that you're going to just maybe take on a volunteer position, something that lights you up, something that has been calling to you, something that brings you joy, and something that's a little bit of a risk. So you've made this decision. Now, what you want, of course, who wouldn't, is angelic protection, angelic support. You wish that you had this angel next to you that you could physically see, hear, touch, and speak to, that would say, okay, let me guide you, let me take your hand, of course, right? We all wish for that. Humans don't love to be in the dark. We love to have all the answers, and we love to have a physical guide. What I'm hearing, though, is that you are, in fact, I know this, you are supported and guided by your own team of angels. And what they'll do is they'll drop synchronicities. So for some people, it might, be butterflies. You might have tuned into this video, especially if you're coming here for the first time, and you might have been wondering, am I, making the right decision? And then I come on here and I'm channeling this message about, I think butterflies are significant. And boom, that is your angels trying to get through to you saying, wow, butterflies are my sign. So there must be something. This message here is my angels delivering a message through this, through Angel Jess, that I am on the right track. That's one way it happens. Another thing that happens is, you look at the clock and you keep seeing 11:11 and 2:22 and 3:33 and on and on and on. Or maybe there's a significant number for you. Maybe it's 5:43 p.m. now. Who knows with that 5:43 number? Who knows what it is? Or maybe it's your birthday, for example, like 8/12. I just made that up, so that could literally be significant. August 12th could be someone's birthday, or a very significant date, because that just randomly came through. But here's the thing. Now, let's say you're about to quit your job and you're looking at the clock and you decide you're not going to make the call until it's 2:22. Now that is a superstition, because you're not letting it happen naturally. You're sort of manipulating the circumstances. So I hope that makes sense. One of them, synchronicity, is very empowering. It's like okay, I'm on the right track. It's kind of like finding a little clue when you're on this adventure, on this mystery. You don't wait and make up clues yourself, right? Whereas superstition is, I can't make this move until, the lights turn off 5 times. Now, of course, I understand that there are conditions where people, have certain mental health conditions, and I'm not at all putting that down or anything like that. I'm just explaining the difference between synchronicity versus superstition, because anybody who's here looking for synchronicities, I really want to make sure that you don't confuse that with superstition. Superstition can be quite disempowering, and it can take our power away and give it to things outside of us. And if this is something that you're struggling with, of course, please seek professional help with this. However, maybe you can ask for synchronicities to be shown to you, because that is one of the ways angels love to communicate with you. And one of the most efficient and effective ways is through numbers, because we have numbers all around us in our world. We have signs and messages. And so pay attention to that, because they will come naturally, but don't force it. I think that seems to be the message here, but I really wanted to relay that to somebody. Okay, so on that note, let's pick a couple cards here, because I feel that we're stepping through this portal. So I'm going to pick an Archangel card from the 22 Archangels Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. We are just going to pick one card, and we're going to ask which Archangel can help us. You know, I'm really, my eye is being drawn to this Six of Wands card. And I kind of want to pose the question to the Archangels, how can we go from here to upright? Like, to just flip that, you know, we're right on the edge here. So which Archangel can help us through this transition to successfully transition and claim our victory now? One almost fell out there. So which Archangel? Thank you, Archangels. Oh, got it. Gabriel. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Gabriel is all about being seen. Gabriel, this message says divine emergence. It's time to be seen. Don't be afraid of your power and gifts. I mean, how in alignment is that right now? Archangel Gabriel is also the Archangel of communication. So that what we were speaking about before, that Eight of Wands reversed and that Two of Wands reversed, is very much in alignment here. Archangel Gabriel helps us step into the role of teacher, of communicator, and she's the Archangel who helps us overcome our fear of being seen. Wow, beautiful message. I'm going to go ahead and read this one from the guidebook, but this is so in alignment already. I'm absolutely loving it. So Gabriel. So Gabriel, sometimes Gabriel, strength of God, is the Archangel who appeared to Mother Mary and announced the coming birth of Jesus Christ. When she revealed herself, her message was clear. Do not be afraid, for I am an angel of God. In those times, spiritual gifts and encounters were reserved mainly for men in positions of power, such as priests or rabbis. So Gabriel was reassuring Mary. She is the angel of ultimate girl power and the one who helps us trust in our gifts. Exactly. The divine counterpart of hope, she is considered to be the angel of mothers and good news because of her connection with Mary. And this is your message with this card. You are blessed to receive this card, for it brings good news and energy into your world. You may have found yourself in retreat, hidden from the world, or not, or only revealing certain aspects of yourself and your gifts because your past experiences have left you feeling vulnerable and exposed. Gabriel is here to help you move into a newfound space, exactly that other side of that portal, perfect, of love and trust. The world, wow, you guys, listen to this. The world is ready for you and it needs you in all of your glory. Wait, we were talking about Edge of Glory. Oh my gosh, exactly. Angels are here now to remind you that the worst is over and things can only get better and better for you. If you feel any resistance to emerging, either internally or from outer sources, know that it's only the final hurdle to clear before your ascent into greatness. Wow. Any resistance is really just an opportunity to demonstrate how ready you are for the next phase of your life. You were born to own your power. Do not be afraid. Wow. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, this thrilled me and excited me. Okay. I love that message. I hope you guys see how much that fits so beautifully. You know what? I was going to end it here, but my hand was just drawn to this deck and was on it. So I feel the deck. This is from Kyle Gray's Angel Prayers deck. I hear that this is being asked to have a word with us right now as well. So let's ask from this deck just one final message we're gonna ask Archangel Gabriel to help us with this message. How can we just confidently emerge and be seen and show our gifts to the world? Wow. Okay, hold up. Hold up. These cards love to fly out. Leap of faith. That's so good. I'm sorry, I think I was hiding that from you guys and just staring at it. Wow, this card says, I am ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. Are you kidding me, guys? This is the most fitting message ever. This is literally you right now and the visualization that I was seeing of you leaping into that new level, that new phase of your life. I am gonna go, the message is so clear, but I do wanna just read this one from the guidebook as well, and then I'm going to leave you guys to do your leaping. But what a beautiful message right here with Gabriel, the divine emergence card, along with leap of faith. My goodness. So like I said, this card says, I am ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. And that's sort of like a prayer or mantra that you can say and repeat to yourself as often as you need to throughout this transition time. So this is the general meaning of the card. The angels are encouraging you to make the change you've been pondering for a while. This change is absolutely guided, and even though you're not entirely sure what's going to happen next, if you take the leap with faith and trust in your heart, you'll be guided safely to the next step along your path. Your angels want you to visualize, wow, that you have wings on your back so you can fly high like them. That's very much the butterfly image as well that I'm seeing. Now is the time. And this is the expanded interpretation. A leap of faith isn't about hoping something's going to turn out positive. It's knowing that it is. It's about trusting God and your angels to carry you safely to the ground. There are so many changes going on in your life right now, and you have the opportunity to move on to the next phase. This is an exciting time, so bring your angelic friends on the journey with you. They are desperate to be invited. My goodness, you guys, this message is really beautiful and really, really encouraging. I truly am supporting you in your leap of faith. I know how hard that is, and I know that we all go through these cycles where, especially as kind of chosen ones or generational curse breakers, or just anybody who's a visionary, just like all of you guys watching these videos right now. I truly believe you're all visionaries and you're working toward, a greater sense of purpose in your life. And that is not an easy thing to do. It's just so noble and exciting, for 1 second, but then the hard work comes after that. And that's the hero's journey, the journey that you're on. But these two cards, Gabriel and leap of faith, along with all the other messages and the butterfly and, that Emperor with the 3 of Cups, everything that we've been getting in this reading is all so encouraging. It's just so reassuring that angels are all around us and supporting us right now in this beautiful next phase of our transition. And so I wish you the best of luck. I want to thank you for doing this work and being part of this collective shift. And just know, these cards are so clear that you are just absolutely infinitely supported. I'm sending you all my love, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye for now.